Be ready, Syracuse. Be ready, Buffalo. I am not going to hold back. But first, this show is dedicated to a wonderful man who was a great member of my family. He lived to be 95 years old, and I am proud to have known him, especially because he always wanted to know how my grandmother was doing. This show is dedicated to the memory of Ray Kaiser Sr. Rest in peace. You are definitely a great member of the family, Ray. But now, he's probably going to cover his ears. I'm kind of wondering, Syracuse, this is a proud university. This is a proud football team. And I just wonder when you went into South Bend. The thing is, I gotta just ask this. Have you lost your mind? What kind of a display was that? Heck, giving up 21 points before their offense even got on the field. Yeah, giving up 2 interception returns for touchdowns, especially when you telegraph it. Giving up a punt return that was partially blocked for a touchdown. And it seems as though you had no heart at all. What kind of display was that? 70-7? That was an embarrassment of the biggest kind. You know what? That was the worst loss Syracuse one of the worst they ever had. The worst since Benjamin Harrison was president. And you know what? He's probably looking at it and saying, hey, Syracuse, maybe you did me a favor. Maybe I can use that in my campaign against Grover Cleveland. Yeah, you know what? That was the worst thing since the juggernaut, that is the school in Schenectady, beat us and shut us out by bad scores. Heck, Union College is probably going, hey, look at that. Boy, they were bad enough to be the team that went against us. Yeah, but of course, Union College is Division III right now. And heck, did you even practice? Did you even have them ready, Brown? Did you even do anything? That was like Union going against Syracuse now. Union is a Division III school. We're Division I. What the heck? That was like a JV squad going against a varsity squad. Did you even try to coach? Did you even try to have them ready? And heck, almost giving up Luke Carney's red shirt thing. He only had to play one more game. You know what? He plays another game. Guess what? He gives up his red shirt. That's why we got, oh boy, another freshman getting ready to play, Byland. And we'll see how he is. He was the New York State quarterback of the year last year. Let's see how he does. Of course, Phil Hardy's going to start. May God have mercy on us. Well, this is a big learning experience, Brown. You have to have the team ready. You have to have the backup quarterback ready. And I kind of wonder, who was Ricky Collins recruited by LSU? Gomer Pyle. Golly, this guy can throw the ball. Not! Yeah, I'm going to say that in honor of Brian Setzer, who's battling an autoimmune disease. He was in a wonderful commercial where a great guitar playing granny said, gee, you're pretty hot. Not! And that's what I want to say about Syracuse right now. Syracuse football. Not! Because that's what I want to say. And we mercifully come to an end this season against Boston College. Gee, I wonder if we're going to be ready to play the Eagles. Not! That's exactly what I'm going to say, and that's exactly how I'm pretty much going to end this segment against Syracuse football. You know what? Gee, they're pretty good. Not! Boy, what an embarrassment to Syracuse, the city as a whole, not just the university, the city as a whole. And I mean, Syracuse basketball, let's just say that. They're way better than the football team now. But you know what? They nearly had an embarrassment. And it is embarrassment with their free throw shooting. Is anybody teaching these kids how to hit it from the line? Boy, they could put up a house with all the bricks they're putting up from the line. Heck, it nearly cost us against the team from Bruce Springsteen's area. Heck, Monmouth was within 2 points of us. But yeah, thankfully we pulled away right at the end. But I do have to give SU kudos for hanging in there against a team that is expected to contend for the national title. The University of Houston was our opponent yesterday in Las Vegas in that unique New Era tournament. And you know what? Syracuse pushed them to overtime before falling. You know what? We could have won that game had we had decent free throw shooting, and that definitely would have made a statement. Hopefully, we can make a statement against Kansas this afternoon, and whoever the opponent is that is determined for us because of our performance against Houston and Kansas. You know what? And also, I mean, next week we get ready for round 2 of non-conference play. But I mean, heck, Syracuse basketball is at least playing with some heart, unlike the football team. You know, good job, Syracuse. Autry, you definitely have a much improved squad. And I mean, I see it in the way they play, but you know what? Teach them to hit free throws. Have one of your assistant coaches work on them for free throws. They get that done. Heck, this team could be back playing in the NCAA tournament. The last time they were in the NCAA tournament, who did they play? The University of Houston. Yeah, we pushed them, the Cougars, I mean, pretty good. I mean, that when you shoot free throws, yeah, I'm kind of wonder. We need some more bricks. Not! Well, good job, Syracuse basketball. But let's try to win one out there, hopefully against the Blue Bloods, that is Kansas. Now, hopefully, if we beat them, they're not going to be chanting Rock, Chalk, Jayhawk. And James Naismith will look at us and say, hey, you're much improved. Yeah, since I invented basketball, and I had Kenny the janitor to thank, especially when I played against him. Keep it going, Syracuse basketball. Now I kind of wonder about going from that to the embarrassment that was Buffalo football. Yeah, believe it or not, they still could have won that game. That was a pretty nifty hook and ladder play there. But of course, it was set up because Allen was pretty much a tackling dummy. You know, I kind of wonder about the offense, about Brady, about the offensive line coach, and about McDermott. You know, making Josh go down 8 times. They knew this team was elite in the pass rush, but yet they did not make adjustments. And 8 times they said to Allen, "Sit down, son." I mean, kudos to Allen for having his jersey retired by the University of Wyoming. But I mean, 8 times you get put on the ground, you're not going to win very many times. 3 times they put the ball on the ground, yeah, you're not going to win by turning it over that much. You have that many turnovers, you might as well go to a bakery. But of course, heck, they still could have won. But hey, they couldn't protect them. A damaging loss against Houston. And we got a pretty decent gauntlet coming up. Pittsburgh, several days after Thanksgiving. Cincinnati, who might have Joe Burrow back. New England, who, I mean, if Buffalo doesn't get off their keister, could win the division. And it could stir memories of when Brady and Belichick, defeated us year after year. But Buffalo has got to get things in order. But it looks as though definitely we've taken a step back. I kind of wonder, is McDermott and Bean possibly still going to be here after the season? We started here with the Bills when they started. They've gotten us to here. But it seems as though they can't get us any further. We got to go up to here. It seems as though there's a big comparison here. Dan Reeves, when he was the coach of the Denver Broncos, got the Broncos from here up to here. And 3 Super Bowls, but we couldn't win. Then Mike Shanahan becomes the coach of the Broncos. He gets them up to there. And John Elway finally, after years of being right there, finally gets 2 Super Bowl rings. I'm kind of wondering if that's the way Allen is. Allen has been the quarterback of some pretty good Buffalo teams, but they can't get up to here. Maybe we can get a coach and maybe a GM that knows to get us the players to get us up to here. So Allen can deservedly get maybe 1 or 2 Super Bowl rings. Maybe Buffalo can finally celebrate a Super Bowl win after years of frustration. It has been a lot of years of frustration. And it is frustrating to be a fan of Syracuse football right now. Thankfully, season's almost over. Now, Fran Brown, work on things, become a complete coach instead of an elite recruiter, and get us to where we deservedly be, not be a laughing stock. I'm Ken Haas, and happy Thanksgiving, everybody.